Hey Chopbox out there, it's a brand new week with lots of new adventures to be had, and I will be taking you guys along on my adventures with me. I hope you guys are all having a lovely start to your week and all have a great Monday. I got up this morning and got myself showered and changed, ready to go off and meet Tash and Jamie for some breakfast at our workplace. My mum was up and we were just watching a bit of TV, and I was having some puppy cuddles. Bear is just so cute and he's fitting in so well. And then I headed off to meet with Tash and Jamie for breakfast at our workplace, and on the way up I was listening to some music from my headphones. I then popped to another flower shots just before meeting them, and I got some flower shots. The bouquets in there are so beautiful and they've got such lovely colourful flowers. I then got some plants off in there. Plant section in there is so pretty. I love all the pretty succulents and cactuses and plant pots and all the lovely patterns on the leaves. I was going to have a lovely chat with the flower keepers in there, and then I headed off to my workplace to meet with Tash and Jamie for our breakfast, and I had a Tom Collins and a pancakes with some banana and maple syrup on. The breakfast was so delicious, and after that me, Tash and Jamie went off and had a look at some of the charge shops, and then Tash and Jamie had to go off to get a parcel from the Co-op post office, and I had a look at some more of the shops, and then we met back up at Hawks and we headed off to go into town with my work colleagues for our works drinks do, and we were getting the bus in, and I quickly got myself a Greg's lunch and ended up having that on the bus into town. And we then got into town and headed off to one of the pubs that we were heading to called Left Handed Giant, and I got some snacks from there, don't you? We got in there and they had this special deal on this little like flyer with drinks on it, and any of those drinks on there were for free, and you can go up and have as many as you'd like. And so we were doing that, and I had this lemon one which was so good. I had 2 of those, and they had some stickers, and I love stickers, so I got this one and then these 2 here. Oh, there's a third one as well, which I didn't know there was 3 of them. Nice little surprise there. And then a pen, anything for a free pen. I love a free pen. And then we were just having some drinks, and some of the colleagues came a little bit later on, so we then all went upstairs and managed to get a table, and we had some pizza and some drinks, and I just love the aesthetics with all the plants all around the ceiling and in the windows. And we then were playing some games of pool and just chilling there eating some pizza, and the pizza was so good. Then after that we went off to a couple more bars and had some more drinks, and then we went off to this bowling alley and we did bowling, and my boss had put the names up of us all playing and had changed our names, and they were really funny, and I'm going to show you guys that. We had a great time playing bowling, and then we went downstairs where they had a little arcade and mini golf area, and we played some games of pool and darts, and then they had a karaoke room, and at first there was only 3 of us in there, and then everyone ended up in there and we were all singing our hearts out. I did a few duets and some solo songs and had so much fun. I'm an alright singer, but I'm no Whitney or Mariah Carey or anything, and I was just having a blast and didn't care if I sounded crap, because karaoke, you're not supposed to sound amazing. It's all about having a bit of a fun and laugh and just not taking it too seriously, and I was having a whale of a time. My voice was literally gone by the end of it. And then we went off to some more pubs and had some more drinks, and then we headed off for our food that we pre-ordered, and I was so excited for this food as I was getting so hungry. And I'm going to show you guys the food I had for my tea. The food was so delicious. Then after that we went off to a few more pubs, and we ended up going to this really cool pub, and they had some really cool chandeliers, and I'm going to show you guys those. They're so pretty, and they had the chandelier and disco ball going and some really good music playing. Although to get to the bathrooms you had to go down this really steep flight of stairs, and then there was like a long corridor with lots of doors, and most of them said staff only on. And I finally found the bathroom, and I thought I was going to have an accident at one point trying to get to the bloody bathroom. And then I had my Sex on the Beach. I finally got a Sex on the Beach. I looked everywhere in all the bars we've gone in, and they didn't have any, and I finally got one, and it was so, it was so delicious. And I got a photo of this mirror with lights either side of it when I got to the bathroom that I'm going to show you guys. You guys know how much I love Amir Safi. And then we went off to one of the other pubs, and me, Tash and Jamie ended up meeting with Jamie's mate, and then going off to McDonald's as Jamie had owed him a McDonald's. And then Jamie got me and Tash stuff as well. I ended up having a Big Mac and a strawberry milkshake, and then we had that, and then we got McDonald's for the others back at the pub and headed back to give to them. And then quite a lot of them were heading back home, so me and Tash joined them and got the last bus home. And then Jamie and her mate were going out into the Queen Shilling, and we were going to go there, but then me and Tash were so knackered that we ended up calling a night. And I'm so glad that we did, because I was exhausted. We'd done so much walking, gone to so many pubs, and I'd seen so much of Bristol that I have never seen before. And just before getting the bus back, I got this pretty street art that I'm showing you guys. I absolutely love that dragon street art. It's so cool, and all the street art that I see around Bristol is so amazing. And then we got the bus back, and I got the bus to the closest stop to my house, so I didn't have to walk too far, because I thought if I walked any more or any further than that, my legs would probably just collapse from how much walking I've done today, as I was just so exhausted. And I got back and had a good sit down, had a cup of tea, and was just chatting with my mum about how my day had been, and was just making a fuss of the dog. I did finish writing my journal, and I just forgot to show you guys this. At the Letter Giant, me and one of my colleagues had got some photos in our photo booth. It was so much fun, and I have just finished writing my journal and put that away, and I am now off for the next few days, not until Friday night. I may go to the flower shops, or maybe even the garden centre, depending on how the weather is. Fingers crossed. We were actually really lucky with the weather today. It was really sunny in the morning, and it was supposed to rain at 12. It didn't end up raining until like 2ish, and at that time we were actually in the Left-Handed Giant still, and by the time we left it had stopped raining. And then it only slightly rained as we were heading off to go to the bus stop. It like was raining like slightly, so luckily we didn't get soaked like I thought. I had my coat just in case, but luckily we weren't fortunate with the weather. And yeah, I'm now off to go and watch his Home and Away, UK Saves and Love Island All Stars, and we'll see you in Watch Vlog tomorrow. It's now Tuesday, and I got up and I had not the best nights of sleep, as our puppy was wailing and barking quite a lot, and so I had to go down and settle him again. And I finally got to bed. I got up about 12ish, and my mum and dad had to take the pup to the vets, as he had chewed on some headphone wires and got a bit of wire stuck in his stomach. So they were either going to have to operate or we were going to have to take him into Bristol, and it was going to cost a lot of money, or they said because let nature take its course. So they had to sedate him to x-ray him and stuff, which cost a bit of money. And he got back and he was a little bit out of it, bless him, so he just slept on and off the rest of the day, but I'm just glad he's not in any pain. And then I had some toast and a cup of tea for my brunch, and I definitely needed that sleep as I was so tired. But I had slept and I woke up and was like wide awake, so it was about like 6ish, and I went back to bed by about 10, and I then was listening to a bit of music and doing some drawing and colouring in and reading some more of One Day, and was sorting out my Blue Tack doll into a new look. And I'm going to show you guys. Here is my Blue Tack doll's new look. Starting off with the shoes, she's got these black lace up boots, and then she's got these blue shorts on, and she's got this really cool tie-dyed swirly patterned long sleeve netting t-shirt with straps, and you can see her shoulders as well. Here she's got this really cool double chained necklace and then this black hat, and that is the whole look. It's giving me 90s vibes. I love the swirly patterned top and shorts combo. I then listened to a bit of Kylie and was working on some illustrations and colouring in some of those, and then I got myself ready to go off for a walk, and I had to wait until my dad got up from his nap as my mum had gone to our family friend's house and she didn't want the dog to be left on his own. So I stayed and watched a bit of TV, and I watched the last little bit of Burlesque, such a great film, and had some cracker bread and a cup of tea for my lunch. And then my dad got up from his nap and I was then able to head off for my walk, and I went off to one of the flower shops and got a meal stuff from there, surrounded by all these flowers. I love that mirror with all the flowers around it, it's so cute. I was then having a lovely chat with the flower shopkeepers in there. I then went off to the bookshop, and I just love the smell of books and was having a look in there. Also went off to some of the charge shops, and then went off to my workplace, and Tash was on, so I was having a chat with her, and I had a hot chocolate and a bit of lemon drizzle from there. Then sugar. I sat on the sofa area and it's so comfortable, and Tash got a stamp of me on the sofa. I love that photo, and you can see the hot chocolate that she did for me, and she put a little heart on it, which is so cute. I stayed in there for a little bit and then went off and had a look at some more of the shops, and then went off to one of the flower shops that wasn't open on Monday, and it's not open on Mondays, so I was able to go in today, and I got some flower shops from there that I'm show you guys. I love all the flowers in there. They've always got such lovely colourful flowers in there. I love all the roses, especially those orange roses. Such a beautiful colour of orange. I then headed off and had a look around some more of the shops, and then I headed home and I listened to a bit of music and just did some drawing and colouring in. I was watching some vlogs and TikToks and some funny dog and cat videos, and then I had a cup of tea and some biscuits. I was just reading some more of One Day. I then ended up having a little bit of a nap as I had a bit of a headache. I'd taken some paracetamol and that definitely helped. And then it was time for me to get ready for Jigsaw volunteering, which I do on Tuesday nights. So I got myself ready for that, and then my dad dropped me off there, and we had a little party tea kind of thing, as it was one of the youth group members' birthdays. So we had some little cakes and sandwiches and played some games and had a bit of a dance and had some music on, and it was really fun. And the birthday boy had a really good time as well, which is really nice. And then it was the end of the session. I then popped over to my workplace where Tash was working an evening shift, and we're meeting up at 11 tomorrow for a coffee catch up, then going off to the child shops, a little stroll, gonna head down to the castle, have a look around there, should probably get a few snaps of me, my personal photographer, not only my best mate, but my personal photographer always gets great snaps of me. And then we're going to be getting some snacks, heading back here, and going to be watching a movie on TV. And I've got lots of movies off record, so we're going to watch one of those and have some popcorn, a bit of chocolate, and just have a nice chilled movie afternoon. And she's going to get to meet Bear, which is going to be very exciting. And then I got some cereal from Aldi as I'd run out of cereal. Got some Cookie Crisps and some Golden Nuggets, which are elite cereals. I love them. And then I got picked up by my dad, got home, and for my tea we had spaghetti bolognese, and it is my favourite. I bloody love spaghetti bolognese. It's got to have like a mountain of Parmesan cheese on there, the best way, and I'm going to show you guys that. It was so good. I love spaghetti bolognese so much. I then had some cuddles with Bear, and I'm cherishing the time that I have to be able to pick him up and cradle him like a little baby, because he's growing so fast and he is not going to stay small for long. He is going to be a big boy, and so I'm just making the most of it. He is going to be a lap dog though, even though he isn't. He is going to be sitting on our laps, and I cannot wait. And I put a post up on my social media as today would have been my dog Harvey's 17th birthday, so it's his heavenly birthday. Thinking of you up there, Harves. And yeah, I always tell Bear about his big brother and always mention Harvey, and he is always in our hearts. And I am now off to go and finish writing my journal entry for today, and then I'm going to be watching the UK soaps and Home and Away, and have last night's and tonight's Love Island to watch, so all the drama. Can't wait, and we'll see you with more of the vlog tomorrow. It's now Wednesday, and I got up after a lie-in, and I had been up in the night before, and I slept a lot better. Having a puppy, they cry a lot and bark a lot because they don't understand that people have to go to bed and they want to play, so you've got to ignore them and not go down, because then they think, oh, if I bark and cry and whine, that means that someone's going to come and play with me. So I'm not a light sleeper, so I ended up having to have some like Wayne sleep noises that I just played on YouTube, and it was such a long video, because by the time I woke up this morning it was still playing, which is good, and it meant that I was able to get a good night's sleep. I then had some toast and a cup of tea for my breakfast, and just watched a bit of TV and listened to a bit of music. And then me and my mum were just watching TV, and I caught up on New Neighbours, and my dad had gone fishing. He normally goes fishing on Thursday, which is throwing me off a bit because I keep thinking it's Thursday, but it's Wednesday, because he goes on Thursdays, but he's got a disco Thursday evening, so he can't go Thursday, so he's gone today instead. And then I got showered and changed and got myself ready to go off for a walk, and the weather has been so lovely, and it was that perfect weather where it's not too hot, not too cold, just right in the middle, which is my favourite type of weather. And I had a lovely stroll up to the high street, and then went off and had a look at one of the Chad shops, went off to W. Smith's and to one of the boot shops, and then I got just pretty fast up whilst on my walk, and I'm going to show you guys that. It's such a lovely pink colour on those flowers. I then met up with Tash, and she'd gone for lunch with her mum, so we then met up after that, and then we went off and had a look at one of the shops, and went off to the Co-op and got some snacks and stuff, as we were going to be having a movie afternoon. And then we went off to have a look around some of the child shops. I hadn't been in all of them. I'd gone to a few just before meeting Tash, so went on into the ones that we hadn't gone to, and then went off to the plant shop at the top of the high street, and I got some plants. I love that plant shop, it's so cute, and the plant displays are so pretty. I love all the plant pots and the succulents and cactuses from there. Then we went off back to mine, and we got back, and we then got some snacks laid out and put a film on, and we watched 13 Going on 30. It's such an iconic film, and she'd never watched it before, and so we watched that, and we had some hot chocolates, and then got a photo of us together, and it was such a lovely afternoon. And also have such a great time with Tash, my bestie, and I'm going to show you guys snaps from our movie afternoon. It was so good. She then went off home, and I then was watching some stuff off record I used to finish watching, and worked on some illustrations and colouring in, and listened to a bit of music, which is watching some vlogs and TikToks, and we're doing some more of one day. And we got our work rota for next week, and I put in the work diary that I couldn't work next Friday evening because I'm off out for a meal with my family, and I had been put on an evening shift, so I was not impressed. I told them ages ago that I wouldn't be able to work on the 7th of February, but luckily I put in the group chat that I couldn't work, and one of my colleagues is going to be doing it for me, which means I now have Monday to Friday off, and I'm not until next Saturday evening after this Sunday. So yeah, get a nice 5.5 days off. And yeah, I would have worked one of the other days, but they obviously didn't look in the diary and see that I couldn't work Friday evening. I don't work Friday daytimes anyway, so they could have given me another day, but oh well. Looking forward to these 5.5 days off next week. I'm part-time anyway, so I can work as little or as much as I want, which is always quite good. Can be quite flexible, and yeah, it'd be nice to just enjoy a bit of freedom. Probably go to the garden centre and a few of the flower shops and just chill. And I still got 2 shifts, which is better than nothing. And then I was just sorting out my office and my dolls and dollhouse, and then my dad got back from being fishing, and then for tea we had curry, and I'm going to show you guys. The curry was so delicious. I then was just watching some episodes of Doctor Who and listening to a bit of music. I did finish writing my journal for today and put that away, and I'm now off to go and watch today's Home and Away and UK soaps and Love Island, and we'll see you with more of the vlog tomorrow. It's now Thursday, but before I talk to you guys about my Thursday, I'm going to show you guys a clip of the ILY Disney Forever fashion pack that arrived last night. My Disney Store ILY Forever fashion packs have arrived, and I'm going to show you guys those. So let's open up. So inside, first of all, we've got this fashion pack here, which is Pocahontas related, and she has a checkered shirt and a t-shirt and shorts, and then some binoculars and some trainers with fringe on. Then she's got a little bird watching guide magazine and a necklace, which is a compass, I believe, and a hat with some leaves on. And I love the packaging that they come in. And there's one of the dolls with the outfit on. It's so cute. I love that shirt. It's giving me autumnal vibes. Then the next one is this one here, which is so cute. I love the purple pink jumper. Yeah, I love purpley pink jumper with the lace on the sleeves, and then there's shorts with the lads on. This one is Tangled themed, and Tangled is my favourite Disney film. And then she's got a necklace, 2 notebooks, a backpack and some trainers. And again, there's the doll showing off the outfit. And the last one is a Snow White related one, and she's got this adorable blue ruffled top with a black bow on, and I love the detail on the top, and this yellow skirt with some apples as buttons for the skirt. And she has a handbag and some flowers and a little basket, a hair clip, a bracelet and some glasses and some shoes. And here is the doll showing off the outfit. And those are all of the fashion packs I've gotten, and I cannot wait to mix and match them and put them on my Bleach Up doll. I was so happy when they arrived. They're such cute fashion sets. Then this morning I got up after such a good night's sleep. I've been listening to Wayne Noise like sleep sounds to help me sleep, because I'm a bit of a light sleeper. And whilst our pup is still getting used to his crate, he was whimpering a bit and barking a bit, bless him. He's got to get used to being in the crate overnight. And then after a while he then settled down and went to sleep, and then didn't bark again until like 9ish, and by that time people were getting up to go off to work and stuff, so he was calmed down and was playing with his toys and stuff. And he is just so cute. He's a bit mischievous, he's chewing on everything because he's teething a bit, but other than that he's just so adorable and so cuddly, and I'm just enjoying holding him and picking him up while I can, because he's going to be a big boy. I then had some toast and a cup of tea for my breakfast and just watched a bit of TV and listened to a bit of music. I was just doing some drawing, colouring in, and reading some more of my book one day that I'm reading at the moment, which is such a good book. Very emotional one, so I've been reading it and I've been like, oh my gosh, it's just, I've seen the series and I know how it ends, and every time I think about it, it just breaks my heart. But yeah, I love that book and I love the series. I then was listening to a bit of Kylie, a bit of Kate Bush, and just working on some illustrations and colouring some of those in. And then me and my mum got ourselves ready to go off for lunch with my grandma, and me and my mum picked my grandma up from hers and headed off to the Alpaca Farm cafe, but unfortunately it was super busy in there, so we didn't actually get to eat in there. I did see my best mate Natasha because I was on the road, so I had a quick chat with her, and me, Natasha and Tash are planning to have a catch up soon as we haven't hung out in ages. I then went with my mum and grandma to the Swan in Tiverton, which I haven't been to in ages, and had lunch in there instead. And it's such a pretty little pub, and I love the tiles as you go into the restaurant on the floor that they have, and they had a little like record player on display, like the decoration, and this beautiful like dried flower bouquet, and then they had a fireplace and all these pretty lanterns and lights and photos of Tiverton and the surrounding area. And it was just really cozy, really aesthetically pleasing, and I'm going to show you guys some of the snaps I got while there. It's so pretty in there, and we were sat in the corner and I was sat on the sofa by the window, and there's some pillows which is really comfortable. We also were sat near the fire, which kept my grandma warm as she feels so cold easily. I then had to pop to the bathroom just before we ordered our food, and I got a mirror off from there. It's such a pretty mirror with the lights hanging down. We then ordered our food and I had fajitas and had some J2Os. I love J2Os so much. Argent passion fruit J2Os are so good, and I'm going to show you guys a snap of the fajitas I had. It was plated so beautifully and it was so good. It was a little bit spicy, but I could handle that. And then just as we were leaving, I got another mirror selfie, but this time a mirror just above the fireplace, and I'm going to show you guys that. That fireplace is so beautiful and it's so cozy in there. We then headed off, and my mum dropped me off to the garden centre and then took my grandma back to ours for a bit. And I got to the garden centre and had a look on there, and I got some plants. That's from the plant section. The plant section is huge, and I got some really pretty succulents and cactus snaps, and love all the pretty plant pots, and had a good look around there. And then I went off and had a look at the homeware and stationery section, and then popped off to the flower section. I love the vibrant colours on those flowers and all the pretty patterns on them. They're just so beautiful. And then I headed back, and on the way back I got some pudding for our games night tonight. It's just going to be me, Tash, Jamie and Jen, and we're going to be having Domino's, but I'm not a big fan of Domino's, so the others are having Domino's. I'm just going to be taking a frozen pizza from my freezer and just whack that in the oven and have that instead. And then we're going to be playing some games and it should be good. And I got back from being at the shops, and my mum had dropped my grandma home, and I'm now just working on some illustrations, coming some days in and just listening to a bit of music, and had a cup of tea and some biscuits, and I'm just chilling before going off to Jones for the games night this evening, and we'll see you when I'm back from games night. It's later on in the evening now, and I'm back from being at games night at Jen's, and I got dropped down there by my older sister, got to Jen's and helped get everything ready for the games night, and I was the first one there out of me, Jamie and Tash, and Jamie and Tash then arrived, and we had Domino's for tea. They had Domino's. I'm not a big fan of Domino's, so I had a pizza that I bought from home and just whacked in the oven. I had a cheese pizza, and I'm going to show you guys the cheese pizza and also the cupcakes and brownies that I bought for us to have for pudding. The pizza was so delicious, and then we had some brownies and cupcakes whilst we were playing some games, and Tash had brought some Coke and Diet Coke for us to have as well, and I had 2 of the dough balls from the Domino's that they'd gotten, and they could eat them all, and they were really good. And I also had a bit of Tash's pizza, and I like it a lot more than I used to. I feel like I just had a bad experience with Domino's where I had one pizza from that and it didn't taste very good, so it kind of put me off. But this pizza that I had tried a bit of Tash's was actually quite good, so maybe I could be stirred and get into liking Domino's. And then we played some games. I played this game called The Crack List, which I won a game of, which I was very happy about, and it is so much fun. And then we played some games of charades, and also played this game called Stupid Deaths, and I'm going to show you guys snaps of some of the games that we played. I always have such a great time at games night. We were having so much fun and laughing so much. At one point I think I was even crying with laughter, and then it was the end of games night and I got picked up by my mum. Got home and our dog Bear was sat in his bed like a little angel. Normally if he's left in the living room on his own, he gets a bit anxious, so he starts barking and whining a bit, but we had none of that. He is getting so good, and he was just laying in his bed like a little angel, and I got a snap that I'm sure you guys. So adorable, just look at his eyes. I then gave him a treat to reward him for his good behaviour, and he is settling in so well. And then I sorted out my Bluetooth doll into 3 new looks using the fashion sets that I got from the Disney store, the IRY Forever fashion packs, and I'm going to show you guys clips of those. This is the first Bluetooth doll look I've created using the IRY Forever fashion packs that I got. Starting off with the shoes, she's got these black boots with buckles on, black netting stockings, and then she has the skirt and top set that came in the fashion set, and I just paired it with this black jacket. I love this top with the detail and the bow at the top, and then the skirt with the apple buttons going down the skirt, and she's got her black hat. I love this look, it's giving me Mary Poppins vibes. Here is the second of my IRY, not LIY, which I think I said previously, IRY Disney doll fashion packs looks from my Bluetooth doll that I've created. So I got the flannel that came with the Pocahontas set, and the other one is over there. You can see one of my dolls in the Pocahontas shorts and t-shirt with the binoculars, and then I put the flannel shirt on her, and she's got the boots on as well that came with the Pocahontas doll set. And this is a very autumnal looking fashion outfit, and I'm loving the boots with the trousers and then the white jumper and the flannel as well, and she's got a black hat on. Here's the third and final look that I've created using the IRY Disney Forever fashion sets that I got. This one I haven't really done much to it other than changing the shoes over. So she's got these pink boots on, and then she's got these blue down jeans with these lanterns on, as this is the Tangled fashion set, and Tangled is probably one of my favourite Disney movies. And then she has this pink jumper on with these little lace up bits on the sleeves here with some bows on. They're a little bit fiddly when trying to put the jumper on, so you've got to be careful when putting this jumper on your dolls. And then she's got this necklace here, and she's got a black hat, and that is the whole look. I love those looks so much, and I can't wait to make even more new outfits using those fashion sets for my Blue Tech doll. And I'm now off to get into my PJs, finish my Twitter journal entry for today, and then I'm going to be watching today's UK soaps and Love Island, and we'll see you with more to vlog tomorrow. It's now Friday and it's almost the weekend. I hope you guys are all having a lovely end to your week. I got up, showered and changed, ready to go off to morning group, and had some toast and a cup of tea for my breakfast, and I had some cuddles with Bear, and just watched a bit of TV and was just a bit of music. And then my mum dropped me off to morning group, and we were doing some baking. I always love baking at morning group, it always has so much fun. And we were making pasties, so we got all the vegetables that we were putting in washed and cut up, and we're doing a bit of dicing and slicing and all that kind of stuff. And I'm actually quite good at cutting up the vegetables, so I'm getting it all chopped up. And we were adding potato and carrot and onion and cheese to make some pasties, and we then started making the pasty itself, so we were really good at making the dough and all that kind of stuff. And we are getting really good at making the breadcrumbs and stuff and getting it into a dough, and then we put all the stuff in, whacked it in the oven and got that to cook. And I then popped off to the loo while we were having our coffee break, and I got a mirror selfie from Dad, and show you. I love that mirror, especially the fishes on the wallpaper, it's so cute. And then I continued on with my break and had my cup of tea, and we had some biscuits, and we just had a good natter. And then the lady who runs the morning group gave me this teddy bear to give to Bear, and it's so cute. It did have a little scarf on, but I had to take it off because Bear would probably rip that to shreds, and we didn't want him to choke on it. And so we took that off, but it's so cute. It's such a lovely thing for her to do. He is spoilt rotten, he's got so many teddies already, bless him. And we're going to be getting him even more. He is just so adorable, and he loves his teddies and his little chew toys because he's TV at the moment, so he's been loving chewing on those. And then our pasties were done, and I'm going to show you guys a clip of that. Here's the pasta I made at morning group. It's got carrot and potato and cheese in, and I can't wait to have this for my lunch. They smelled so good and they came out really well. And then it was the end of the session, and I got picked up by my mum. I got home and gave Bear the teddy, and he absolutely loved it, bless him. And he is currently playing with the one that I got him when we first got him, and he's currently sleeping with that. He's so precious. And then I had my cheese and onion and carrot and potato pasty, and it was so good. It tasted just as it smelled, and I had a cup of tea and some biscuits, and was just working on some illustrations and coloring some of those in. And I'm going to show you guys a new illustration that I worked on. Here's one of my new illustrations that I've just finished colouring in. She's got red hair, and I love her face, her red lips, and the eyeshadow and the mascara. And then she's got this ear showing with 3 black studs in. She's got this black necklace, and she's got this green heart cut pantsuit. I had to mix and match some of the greens to make these trousers for the pantsuit because I'd run out of this colour, as you can see, and I really like how it turned out, a bit of a mix and match. And then she's got these black acrylic nails on, and she's got this ring, and then she's got these white boots with some green sparkles on, and I like how it turned out. And we love the red hair, and I'm getting into going through and colouring in some of my illustrators' hairs now, as well as the outfits. I love the fiery red hair. I then read some more of one day and was watching some vlogs and TikToks and listening to a bit of music and just doing some drawing and colouring in of some of my new illustrations and tidying up my office and my dolls and dollhouse. And I then got my uniform ready for work this evening. I'm doing a 6 till close, and my dad's got a disco this evening, so I'm going to be walking up to work, and it's me, Tash, and one of our colleagues on shift, and we're going to smash it. And I then am working tomorrow 3 till close, then working Sunday 7 till close, and I've got 5.5 days off because I was supposed to be working this Friday evening, but I can't as I'm off for a meal with my family, so one of my colleagues is doing the shift instead, so it means I get a nice bit of a break, and I am now off to go and watch some more episodes of Doctor Who, as I've just been watching the Doctor and Donna episodes at the moment. I love their partnership, and I'm just going to be chilling before heading off to work this evening. I'll see you with more to vlog when I'm back from work. It's later on in the evening now, and I'm back from being at my work shift this evening doing 6 till close. I had to walk to work as my dad was at a disco, so I got myself ready and headed off to go to work, and I had a nice stroll up to work and was listening to some music on my headphones whilst on my way to work. I then got to work, got clocked in and put my bag and coat away, and it was me, Tash and one other of our colleagues on shift, and we had a great shift. It was pretty quiet as it's the Six Nations at the moment, so quite a lot of the pubs are showing that. We do not have a TV to show any sports or stuff like that, so it meant it was quite quiet but steady. We had quite a few bookings in still and people coming in for drinks, and so I was wanting food and drinks, doing food and drink orders and drinks making and doing lots of the cleaning and clothes jobs. And then our colleague that we were on with finished early as she was on an open the next day, so it was just me and Tash to finish up the clothes. And then we finished and I got changed into my jumper that I'm in now and clocked off, got my bag and coat, and then we headed off to Tesco's so I could get myself some tea, and then we went off to go to one of the pubs to have a drink from there, but unfortunately they were closing. But I did get to have a chat with my mate who works there, and I'm going to be popping around to his on Monday afternoon and having a catch up with him and his partner and getting to see their baby, who is just so adorable, and I'm really looking forward to that. And then me and Tash headed home, and just as we were making our way back to go off home, we bumped into our mates who'd been at a gig, so we were chatting with them, and then they went off and I gave Tash a hug and thanked her for a great shift, and then got back and I then had my tea. I just had a meal deal, had some chicken stuffing sandwiches and this Miller corn yogurt with the pink yogurt with the white baubles, which is so good, and had a drink of Fanta and had that and had a bit of my Fanta and just finished writing my journal entry for today. And I'm now off to go get into my pyjamas, and then I'm going to be catching up on today's Home and Away and Emmerdale and Love Island All Stars. I only have those to watch because there's no EastEnders, Hollies or Coronation Street this evening, and so I'm going to be watching those, and we'll see more of the vlog tomorrow. It's now Saturday. I hope you guys are all having a lovely weekend so far. I got up after a lie-in and I have work 3 till close, so got my uniform ready for that. I then had some toast and a cup of tea and got changed ready for a walk, and I head off for a walk and I got a load of lovely selfies as well as some autumnal leaves, and went off and went across these stepping stones and walked along the stream, which is really pretty, and saw one of my friends who was walking their dog, so I was just telling them about Bear. And then I went off up to the high street and had a look around some of the child shops, and I got this doll here, and he is a Barbie Dream Bestie doll, and he's got zigzags on the side of his hair. His hair is giving me Backstreet Boy 90s vibes, and I had to clothe him because he didn't have any clothes, and I just put him in this white t-shirt and this pair of purple trousers with some whipped holes in the jeans and zips, and then put these trainers on him. And yeah, I love his look. He is going to be the new gay character in my doll series, and I love it, and I just love the hair. Wish I could have hair like this. And there have been rumours that Ken is actually gay and that Barbie is his beard. So, and they also had a Ken doll in the 90s called Magic Earring Ken. If you know, you know. And yeah, I love it. And I also try and make my dollhouse and the dolls that go in it to be diverse and of all sexual orientations, like disabilities, like abilities. So yeah, he will fit right in the dollhouse. I already know where he's going to go in the dollhouse. He's going to go into one of the dining rooms, but I'm trying to fit more dolls in as many like places I can in the dollhouse, make it look very lived in, very busy, very homey, and yeah, can't wait to add him to the dollhouse. And then I got back and I got myself some chicken Caesar wraps from Aldi's Meadowdale aisle, and they're 3 in a pack and they are so good. And I had that when I got home, and I've just ordered a Barbie Dreams Bestie doll, and she is a roller skating one, and I'm going to show you snaps on that. It's so beautiful and I can't wait to have her in my collection. I'm getting 2, so I'm getting one to have out of box and one to have in box, as I'm a collector. And I'm now off to go and finish off watching Matilda from 1996, as I've just been watching that, and we should be working on some more illustrations and colour circles in whilst watching Matilda, and write a bit more of my journal entry for today. And then I'm just going to be chilling until I have work at 3, and I'll see you when I'm back from work. It's later on in the evening now, and I'm back from being at my evening shift. I did 3 till close, and I got to work and got clocked in and put my bag in K2A, and it was just me and one other colleague until they finished at 5, and then one of my colleagues who'd been on a split shift came back in at 5, and then the other one who'd also been on a split shift wasn't in until 6. So it was just me and my colleague, and we were just doing some cleaning jobs, and I was ordering food and drinks, doing some food and drink orders and drinks making, and someone tried to serve the regulars, and then got some of the clothes shops started to clean and shut down some of the things. And then our other colleague came in at 6, and we had the steak night, and I was just ordering lots of food and drinks, cleaning tables and saying judge some of the regulars. And I had lunch break, and I had a beef and chili and a coda, and sat on table 12 with the sofa areas, which is so cozy, and had that, and I set my alarm for when my lunch break was over, so that I would then get, like, when my lunch break was finished, so that I didn't go over the time of my lunch break. Although it was so cozy over there that I just did not want to go back to continue on my shift because I was getting so cozy. And I loved the beef and chili, and I'm going to show you the photo of that. The beef and chili was so good, and it calmed down a little bit. It had been quite busy. We had quite a lot of big bookings in and quite a lot of people in, and so I was just chilling, scrolling for my phone, and then my alarm set off, meaning that my lunch break was over. So I then put my plate and glass away and continued on with my shift, and it was quite busy with the steak night, and so I was buying lots of food and drinks, and saw some of the workers, and some of my mates were in as well, so I was chatting with them. And then I finished about 11ish, and I then clocked off, got my bag and coat, and got picked up by my mum, got home, and I'm now not until tomorrow night, so I get the daytime off to chill. I get a little bit of a lie-in, and I think I might be going to somewhere else to play rugby, depending on if the game is on or not. Fingers crossed it is on, and I get to watch it play. Hopefully it's at home and not too far away. And I am now going to be finishing off writing my journal entry for today, and then watching new Love Island All Stars, and just made myself a bowl of cooking Crisco, which is so good, and got to my PJs, and we're just going to be chilling for the rest of the evening, and we'll see you in the morning vlog tomorrow. It's now Sunday. I hope you guys are all having a lovely Sunday rest. I got up early to go off to the garden centre, and I was going to be getting the bus as I was going to go to Armsby Garden Centre, which is a bit further away than Dobbies. And so I had my breakfast. I had some toast and a cup of tea for my breakfast. I had some Nutella toast, and it was so delicious. I then just watched a bit of TV, and I watched Escape to Country, and I love that show. I love seeing inside all the beautiful houses and always trying to guess the price. And then I had some cuddles with Bear, and he's so cuddly, like a little teddy bear. And then I head off to go get the bus to go to the garden centre, but the bus was taking ages to arrive and decided to give it a miss, and I'd go another day. I then went off for a little walk, and I was loving the sunshine and blue skies. I went down to my Tans Castle and I got some snaps of the castle and the grounds, and I'm going to show you guys those. The castle's gardens are so beautifully kept, and I love the water fountain and can't wait for the rose garden to be in full bloom. And then I got these pretty leaf snaps. They've got such beautiful colours and patterns on. I then went inside the castle and I got some snaps of the castle's lounges where you can go for afternoon tea, and I'm going to show you guys those. It's so beautiful in there. I love all the tapestries and the chandeliers. And then I had to pop to the loo and I got a mirror side from there, and I'll show you guys that. I love that mirror, and next to it was the window that looked out on the courtyard. And then I headed off home and I went for more of my stroll, and I got some selfies while I got my walk, and I got this one in front of this garage with this flower artwork that has been put on there by one of the people who sells the artwork in one of the flower shops in the high street, and she's so talented. And then I got home and I had my lunch I got from the co-op whilst in the high street earlier on, and I had some chicken Caesar wraps with some prawn cocktail crisps. Prawn cocktail crisps are so good. And then I had a cup of tea and some biscuits, and I was just reading some more of One Day, listening to a bit of music and just working on some drawings that I've been working on and colouring in some more of those. And then I tidied up my office and my dolls and dollhouse. I got my uniform ready for work this evening as I'm doing 7 till close. And then my dad went and got my grandma to come over for tea, and my mum was getting the tea ready, and it smelled so good. And then my older sister came over, and my younger brother and his girlfriend as well. And my older brother got back from being at his girlfriend's house for the weekend. And then for tea we had our Sunday roast, and I'll show you guys that. The Sunday roast was so delicious. And then my grandma got dropped home, and my older sister stayed for a bit, and she went off home as well. And my younger brother and his sister have now gone home, and I'm now going to be having a shave before work, and I'm going to be watching a bit of Andy's Roadshow and just chilling before work, and we'll see you when I'm back from work. It's later on in the evening now, and I'm back from being at work. I'd worked 7 till close. I had a shave before work and then got myself ready for work. Got dropped to work by my dad. Got to work, got clocked in and put my bag and coat away, and it was me and 2 other colleagues on shift, and it was pretty crowded to start with, so I was just getting those of the cleaning and clothes jobs that we could do before it got too busy with the quiz being on that we have on Sunday nights. And then it got quite busy when the quiz started, and we had quite a lot of teams in for the quiz, so I was doing lots of running of food and drinks, cleaning tables and doing lots of food and drink orders and pint pouring. And I'm getting quite good at pint pouring now. Didn't really make many pint mistakes tonight, which was good. And I then was seeing and chatting to some of the regulars, as we have quite a lot of regulars that come in for the quiz regularly. And then one of our colleagues that were on shift had finished at 9ish, as they'd been on a split shift, and it was me and my other colleague on till close. And then we finished, I got clocked off, I got my bag and coat, and then we headed off to the pub to meet some of our workmates and had some drinks, and then we were just chatting and just chilling and had so much fun, and we were laughing so much. And then I got picked up by my mum, got home, got into my PJs, and I'm now off work until Saturday evening, as I was supposed to work Friday evening, but I have a meal that I'm going to, so I can't work then, and I couldn't work then, so I'm going to be enjoying a nice lie-in tomorrow, and I'm going to be meeting my mate at his and getting to see him and his partner and their baby, who's just so cute, so I can't wait to put on to have a nice catch up with them. And I then finished writing my journal entry for today, put that away, and then I found out that sadly my grandma had passed away, my dad's mum had passed away, and she had dementia. So although it's very sad, I'm just glad she's not suffering anymore and that she's now reunited with my granddad. And my older sister had popped over and she stayed for a bit and she's now gone off home. I then had some cuddles with Bear and he's getting so big, and I got a snap of him on the sofa with his teddy bear that I got him. Just look at his paws, he is going to be a big boy and he's so cuddly, our little teddy bear. And then I had some cereal, I had some Golden Nugget cereal, which is such good cereal, and I'm now off to go and watch today's Dancing on Ice and Love Island All Stars. And I hope you guys have all had a lovely week and weekend, and I'll see you with a new vlog coming very soon. Please like, comment, subscribe, and have a lovely new week ahead.